Last week it was the veil, an issue of interest, but not of lasting consequence. More the introduction of a symbolic issue, but with the dubious advantage that it's easy to make very stormy pro and con speeches about it. This week the issue, ISIS, is one of substance. Any engagement in conflict is. Nonetheless, Canada's participation in ISIS shares with the niqab debate that it's another easily heated topic on which the parties may grandstand without much cost and paint their opponents as stooges or villains. Thus, Harper, as Mr. Harper is always referred to by his foes, is pro-war or a fearmonger or a base politician playing with life and death issues. Mr. Mulcair, his opponents assert, is shedding the NDP's international sympathies, truncating its long association with the helpless of the world wherever they live. Mr. Trudeau's critics see him as guilefully offering both a yes and a no, glibly talking up the soldiers and down their mission, offering fluffy humanitarian gestures but staying carefully on the sidelines. In other words, the debate is politics and just that, a chance for all the parties to pose and preen to be better positioned for the only real thing on their minds right now, which is the fall elections. A real debate on whether a prosperous Canada owes a duty to innocents suffering under circumstances of great horror and cruelty, and the degree to which ISIS is in fact also a threat to Canada, would have been less petty, less point-scoring, and a great deal full of more humility. Such a debate would be genuinely painful. It would ask the question point blank, should we bomb in the hope only, of mitigating larger suffering? There is no ready answer to that question, no slogan to cover it, no material for an attack ad on any side. This topic genuinely is a sea of moral ambiguity. A real parliament would answer that troubled question as a body of thinking legislators, not as a collection of eager factions, and would begin with the acknowledgement that any one party has only a portion of an answer on a question of this depth and seriousness. Such a debate would not be crafted to a reading of the polls, a fall election, or any consideration outside what could honestly be done to stop the conflict or mitigate its horrors and shield as many victims as in such a tangled misery may be shielded. That real debate won't happen. In an election year, no issue is larger than the politics it can be made to serve. For The National, I'm Rex Murphy.